Welcome back to your 5-minute Seattle Real Estate Monthly Update. It's TC Wu here, and we cover everything you need to know as a property owner or investor in the Seattle area. Please subscribe so you don't miss our weekly 1-minute updates as well. Now, today's episode is a big deal because we're going to unpack the newest data showing the latest trends of the rental market. Specifically, what happened to the crazy rental prices this year and where is it headed? Also, we're going to talk about the two types of properties that are most exposed to rental price crash. Historically, the rental price growth averaged between 3 to 4% annually in our area. But in 2021, for some neighborhoods, we saw double-digit increase in rental prices, which is crazy and unusual. Then, starting September this year, not only the rental price stopped going up, it began to come down. So what happened? There are three things that happened we have to know. One, in 2021 and for the better part of 2022, we lost a lot of landlords due to the recent housing boom. How does that work? Well, it was actually reported this year we lost nearly 3,000 rental units from May 2021 to January 2022, which is only 6 months. What happened was that we got to a point in our housing market that the majority of the active buyers were purchasing for their primary residence. So whenever a landlord decided to cash out and sell, the property was likely purchased by somebody who was going to move in and live there. Hence, less and less homes were available for rent. Two, we've been underbuilding for almost 15 years. Well, back in 2008, when we had the worst housing crash after the Great Depression, many developers and builders exited the industry, and this sector has never ever recovered. In fact, the underbuilding is not just a Seattle problem, but also a common problem in many cities in the United States. According to a research study done by Freddie Mac, as a nation, we're at least 3.5 million homes short of the demand. Three, finally, we have the millennials, which is the largest generation in the United States right now. They enter the housing market as home buyers or renters. And on top of everything else, COVID hit, and many construction projects were delayed as a result. I mean, take a look at this. This is the latest report published by CoStar, which is a national real estate research group. As you can see here, in 2020, because of COVID, the net delivery, which is illustrated by the blue bar, was way down, whereas the net absorption, which is shown as the orange bar, went way up. And the end result, the vacancy rate went down drastically, and the rental prices also shot up during this time. So with that said, what is the outlook for rental market going forward? First, the current correction has to run its course because factors that were previously pushing up the rental prices are gradually going away. For example, with the selling market cooling down, some landlords simply decided to keep their rental properties. Supply chain issues are easing, so more and more housing projects are being completed. And with record high inflation, the recent stock crash, and upcoming recession, people are more and more cost conscious, especially on large expense like rents. In other words, this correction may continue well into the third quarter of 2023. According to CoStar, this correction is projected to impact two types of properties the most. First, luxury apartments. There's already an oversupply of this type of apartments on the market, and as people's budget tightens, renters are less inclined to commit to such a large expense. Two, studio units, or called small efficiency dwelling units, also known as CEDU for short. For the past few years, those CEDU units have been popping up everywhere in mass quantities, especially in densely populated areas such as UW or Capitol Hill. As always, I'll be keeping a close eye on this trend and report back to you in the future episodes. We also send out weekly real estate updates, so please subscribe if you haven't already. Finally, with the holiday season around the corner, I want to wish you well and wish your family well, and I'll see you next time.